There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute cinema. Cheeky 3-0 win in the East Midlands Derby, Coventry over Birmingham City. Really felt like a non-contest. Let's break it down today. Let's talk about what needs to be talked about. What in the world happened to Jack Redoni's shoulder? Jack, listen, if you're watching this, Jack, you can have this, dude. You can have this shoulder. I will be okay. I'm left-handed. I'll keep my left shoulder. I can still throw. I can still write. You can have my shoulder, bruv. I will give it to you. Jack Redoni was out today, ladies and gentlemen. He was another surprise scratch. That's 2 in a row. Please let me know down below. Is there any sort of rule establishing you need to disclose injuries in the championship? Because that confused me so much. Another day where I'm opening the lineup and I'm shocked. Last week it was EMC, no mention of his injury all week. Today, Jack Redoni. We already knew he sort of re-injured his shoulder. When you dislocate your shoulder, it is a recurring type of thing that can come and go out of nowhere. You know, he'll probably be back hopefully 1 match before the international break. We got 2 more in the next 7 days, so it's gonna be a time where we really need him. I personally think we definitely felt a difference with him off of the pitch today. Did it matter? No, because Birmingham City did not show up today. They never got off the bus. They never looked like they were in this game. It was a non-contest after, the first 20 minutes. The red card by Robinson, the second yellow. Such a low IQ play by him in my head. If there wasn't another defender back, it would have been a straight red. So it was great to see. The ref did the right thing. He gave him that second yellow and sent him off. And from there, the game was really toast. I mean, listen, I'm not going to come out here and say that we were at our best today. However, you look at the match stats, you look at the final score. It looks like we absolutely steamrolled them. So that is a sign, ladies and gentlemen. That is a sign of a team that can do some serious things. And I'm not going to say the word that must not be said. I'm not going to say it, but it is possible. Okay, let's look at a couple stats. Let's talk about the important things that happened in this game today. And listen, I'm going to be the first one to say, I'm always there to defend him when he has a good game. I'm always there to defend him when people slander him. Haji Wright was not that good today. He was a bit wasteful. It was hard for him to get involved. It was very hard for him to get involved because Redoni was out. Redoni being out really made us lack that true attacking midfielder. Like Torp and Eccles kind of teetered back and forth as being the guy in the middle of the pitch. But if you look at the heat maps, which maybe I will just pull them up, everything was down the wings today. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, can you please subscribe if you have not subscribed to this account? Anyways, 32,000 capacity, 94% sellout. I bet it was more than that. I'm surprised that it wasn't a sellout. This was such a big anticipated game. Birmingham City, there were a lot of tensions flaring throughout the week with the high ticket prices. They sold out their allocation. We were damn near close to it as well. Brandon Thomas Asante opened up the scoring with a nice little tap in. He is the master of the tap in. But hey, I'm not faulting it at all. That shows that he knows where to be in the right position, never give up on a play. And I think that just embodies him as a whole. He may not be the best player on the pitch, but he is for sure going to give you some of the most effort out of any player on the entire pitch on any given day. You agree with that, Tito? And obviously the things get a bit skewed when a red card comes in, but we ended up with 63% possession. Oh my goodness. Blues had an XG of 0.19. They didn't manage a shot on target. We had a 2.16 XG, 14 shots, 5 on target. Obviously, we know though, with the Ellis Sims one, Victor Torp was there to finish his dinner because Victor Torp only scores bangers. That's another one. By the way, tied for the Golden Boot lead, which is absolutely crazy. But hey, I really just felt like today, like we were putting the ball down the wings a lot because that was just, go with what you know. When you don't have someone creative in the middle of the pitch. Not saying that Redoni is always playing in the middle of the pitch, but it gives us that option, the option to take on a couple defenders, drag defenders in, and then maybe create a couple more passing lanes and some space for the guys out on the wing. Also, obviously, we're missing Ephron Mason Clark. That was a big loss today. Let me show you an insane stat. Passes in the final third, 117 of 161. 161 passes in the final third. That is utter dominance. And that is what we did today. I mean, it was just such a good feeling to see how this game went today. Also, I'm not going to put the snippet in, but Josh Eccles, before the game, they asked him, for this derby, for a derby being a Cov kid, do you put respect on the other team? Like, how do you view it? And he said, with a straight face, he was like, why would we give them any respect? And you know what? Bro went out there today and was fierce. W graphic, obviously, but I thought Eccles had a really, really good and solid performance today. He was not really involved on the ball too much, obviously, he's not a number 10. Technically, they have him as the number 10 over here, but he's not a number 10. Him and Torp were kind of interchanging. He was more sitting back. Torp was the one that was going to push forward when we had the ball. 15 of 18 accurate passes. Hey, all right. Won a couple ground duels. But most importantly, he was the one that finished his run and was able to make that diving header into the box, but then deflected off of Brightest Eye Samuel and then into the net. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't see a screenshot on the broadcast I was watching. I was watching the American broadcast. Maybe it's a little different than what you saw. I didn't see a screenshot where the ball went over the net. But hey, there's no VAR for a reason, you know? Brightest Eye Samuel put up a 5.4 today. Oh my goodness. But you know, that's just how it goes in the game. It just felt like a non-contest, man. Like it was just utter domination from start to finish. Like Lyndon Dykes was a ghost. Jay Stansfield was a ghost. Like the most impactful thing that Jay Stansfield did on the day was truck Bobby Thomas to get a yellow card out of frustration. And I was saying this on my TikTok live stream, which by the way, if you were in there, thank you. I'm only going to do live streams and watch alongs on TikTok for away games going forward, because obviously you guys are going to be at the games. You guys are top fans. But bringing on a player that has 50 Prem appearances and then SPL's greatest goal scorer of all time in the 77th minute. What is the logic behind that? They have really good players on their team. Why are they not bringing them on earlier? So that confused me a little bit. Wouldn't you want to try to throw your lifelines out like earlier rather than later? Like what is 13 minutes going to do? It was only 2-0 at the time. Say you bring these guys on in the 60th minute, you give them 30 minutes. They somehow, you know, one deflection, one little thing, like the game completely flips on its head, whether they're a man down or not. I know that completely flips everything. So like this isn't me coming out here and just attacking Blues, but thought the substitutions were a bit not concerning, because that doesn't matter to me, but just odd. But more on the Coventry side of things, like King Grimes, obviously he is genuinely inevitable. It's just every single game he's coming in and he's putting in a shift. 89% pass accuracy. He had 97 passes today. He had 2 times the amount of passes in the game than Blues had in the final third. What? 114 touches, won 5 of 6 ground duels. He was a pillar today. He was an absolute pillar. Now, let's talk about the attack. I thought Sox had some really good take-ons today. He had some good dribbles. Let's see how many ground duels he won. He won 3 of 6 ground duels. Okay, he didn't win any aerial duels. Hey, it's okay, man. He's fighting an uphill battle. Literally, get it? Because he's like a short man. Haha. Top banter. Anyways, Haji wasn't his day today. He may have took a goal away from Torp too. I don't know who was closer to that ball. On the replay I saw maybe it was Haji, but he didn't have a great day today. He had that chance in the first half where he headed the ball past the keeper and then he couldn't keep his balance. That is harder than it looks, I will say. We saw Ellis Sims, I believe, have a similar scenario earlier this season. It's not easy to do. You're off balance, such a tight pocket. You know that the keeper's there, so you're not going to try to put it across the goal. You're going to try to tuck it as close to that near post as possible. And you know, he just didn't hit it correctly. At the end of the day, it didn't come back to hurt us. Really, nothing came back to hurt us today. We crossed the ball a lot. We kind of resulted back to like what we knew, because we didn't have that guy in the middle that could kind of keep us centered and whatnot. And really just Haji and Ellis Sims when he came on was left on an island. So let's see. This is not updated. Let's do some quick maths. I'm not a mathematician, okay? 167 crosses divided by 6 games. 27 crosses a game. 27 crosses a game. Well, what? Hang on a second. What? We crossed the ball 27 times a game and we only crossed it 17 times today. You can see the mouse. It felt like we crossed the ball a lot today because that was just the opportunities that they were giving us. Listen, they were parking the bus. They had no choice. They were down a man. I just would like to see us play through the middle of the pitch more, but I mean, how could you nitpick on a day like this? Like, yes, you always want to see more from your team, but I'm so happy with the result today. And another thing I'm happy about. Ready? Where is it? Facts. Look at the substitutions. Miguel Brow, Kane Kessler-Hayden, Kai Andrews. Those 3 names are going to be super important in the next 2 games because these guys are going to have to get extended amounts of playing time. Jamie Allen came on as well. He's got his legs loose. Jamie Allen has played a lot this game. I think he's played in every single game, which is kind of crazy to say because I feel like he hasn't been around a lot. But these guys are going to play pivotal roles. And if you peep who they came in for, Miguel came in on the left wing, which I think is expected. But look where KKH came in. He came in on the wing. Could that be a telltale sign? We see him start on the wing. Maybe against Sheffield Wednesday next weekend? Who knows, man? But I'm gassed. What a day. What a win. Nice little derby victory. I hope that when you're watching this, either you're battered and you're having a great night celebrating the victory. Hey, early kickoff. Got a long day to have a session. Or you watch it the following day and you're feeling hungover because you celebrated. And you know what? We are up, man. We needed these points so badly. And we got them. So thanks if you made it to the end. As always, please subscribe. Please comment below your thoughts on this game. Do you think that we were wasteful? Is it concerning? Are you happy? Do you look past it because we dominated today? Let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot, guys. Play up Sky Blues and peace.